Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome once again to yet another video. So in today's tutorial I'll be showing you guys how to make wig cap, that's braids wig cap. So in today's video I'll be showing you how to make braided wig caps using a lace closure, and as you can see I went ahead to sew my lace closure on my stocking cap. So I have here two stocking cap. This is the first one and this is the second one, and then I have some push pins in order to help make the hair stay in place. For this closure I've already used it before. I had it lying down, and during this period I can't go out to get a new closure, so I decided to make use of the old one. That is how come I've cut off the nets, and then it looks kind of bleached here. You would also need these, that's a crochet hook, hairpins, and a pair of scissors. You would need some hair accessories. I'll be using this side to beautify the hair. Your braiding hair, this one is from Darling. That is what I used in my other previous video. They sent me a couple more, so I'm going to use this for this tutorial. I don't know how many packs I'm going to use, but I'll let you guys know. And of course, some band in order to, make the hair steady whilst I wear it. So this one will also come in handy. So with that being said, that's all we're going to use for this hairstyle. So to begin, I'm going to cut my hair into 3 separate parts. Once I have it like this, I'm just going to brush it like so. Because we'll be doing a bob look, there's no need to feather this hair. So this is the progress so far. I went offline to braid most of the hair before I come back because I want to save time. So this is the progress so far. These lines right here are chalk mark. I did that in order to help me know where I'm supposed to do the next braid, so they don't look bulky. These are the sections, how I make my sections, the thickness of it. And with these, I'm going to separate it into 3 equal parts, starting with the smallest, then I move on to the biggest, and then in that direction. So by smallest I mean this much, because this is what I'm going to crochet onto the net before we start braiding. If you put more hair through this net, mind you, this is a stocking cap and it might tear off, so we're trying to make it pieces. So for these braids, I apply the feeding braids method on this cap. That's how come I'm having it tight like this, so it won't come off. So I'm going to slide the crochet hook, and as you may see the holes in between, so whilst I'm braiding I wouldn't place like one right here. I'm trying to cover this gap here, so I'm going to crochet here, and then when I get here too, I'll do it at the side to cover what's beneath it. So once I have it pulled out like this, I'm then going to pull one string out like this, so I have 2 separate ends or parts. And then what I'm going to do is I'm making one part shorter and the other part longer. So this is what I mean. This one is shorter than this. Once I get to the bottom, like this one, even though these are excess, I'm going to cut off anyway, I tie it off here, so I need a longer piece to enable me make this tie like nuts when I get to the side. So that's how come I make one part longer than the other. The second thickness also, this is how it looks like. You could see it looks a little bit bigger than what we crocheted in, so that's what I'm going to use to braid. So to braid, there's nothing special. So in case this is our natural hair, if in case you are braiding your natural hair, you're just going to put this one across it like this, bring it to the bottom, bring this one here, and then we start braiding. As I said, I'm applying the feeding braids method here. This is my second piece, adding it on. Then I'm beginning to braid. And you don't want to braid all the way down, so as I'm braiding, I'm going to stop here and measure with what I have here to see. So I'm almost there. So as you can see, I'm on the same level with this one, so I'm going to make my knot right here. And the longer piece that we did, here is it. So I'm just going to wrap it like this and tie it off. Another one, and tie it off. So now our hair is ready and it's secured. So I kept repeating the same step throughout till I finished this entire head. So as you saw me doing previously, if you were taking notes, you realize I was sliding the large hook, that's the crochet hook, through the stocking cap, and then I attach a tiny bit of hair through it, and then making sure that one side is longer than the other before I began braiding. And then once I started braiding, I was feeding in the hair little by little as if I was doing feeding braids. So that's the method I used in order to achieve this beautiful wig cap right here. Please forgive me guys if this part is too fast for you. I had a lot of footage, guys, like a lot of footage to edit, and I realized if I put in everything slowly and detailed, I would end up doing a part 1 and part 2 of this video, and that will require each part to be about 25 minutes to 30 minutes long. Yes, I had a lot of footage, so I had to cut a lot out, fast forward some parts also, so that I can fit in a lot of footage. That's why I tried my best to explain what I was doing at the beginning of the video. So if you jumped it, then please, you need to go back and take notes. Okay. And once we were done, I moved on to my favorite part. Guys, this side was so difficult to braid. The closure hair, oh my god, it was so slippery and soft. It wasn't lying down. I had to add some hair gel in order to keep it in place. As you see me doing, it was like all over the place. It wasn't easy braiding the side. But with the help of this hair gel, I was able to tame it down and work my way out. So before I braid, I pick out some hair in front. That will be my baby hair. Put that aside before I began braiding. And each row, this is a 3-part closure, so each row I was able to braid 4 braids, if that makes sense. So yeah, and as I did the feeding braids at the beginning of the hair, I'm still using that same feeding braids method. Hope you understand at this side. So I'm not braiding it once because the hair was slippery. I tried different method before I was able to come up with this one, and realized this one was like, I was comfortable with this one rather than the other one that I was doing previously.
So mind you, in case you're doing this, I just want to give guys an hint that this side is really difficult and it's slippery. So I kept doing my feeding braids all over this closure net. Yeah, and it came out really nice. If you had a frontal, that would be perfect, like your hair will come out really nice. But if you have a closure too, don't worry, all those spaces you are seeing in between, don't worry, because I went over again to cover them up, so it wasn't showing. So here I'm just cutting off the excess hair and then burning the tip with a candle because I don't have a lighter. So I used candle to burn off the tip, and that was it. I didn't dip this hair in hot water. I didn't do anything, because if I did, the ends wouldn't bulb. If you dip it in hot water, it won't bulb. It will look straight, and that wasn't the look I was going for. So I just used the candle to burn the tip, and that was it. I didn't do anything to the hair. And I then moved on to cut off the net that was at the closure side, because I wanted my part to be more visible. So I went off to cut it off, and I bleached my net so it's really matched my skin color. So here you go, this is how it looks like. Girl, this hair is so beautiful. It came out really well, and I went on to add on some hairband to kind of make the hair stay in place when I wear it. And this is the final look, guys.